Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on June the 20th, 2019. British retail sales declined for a second month. UK retail sales fell in May for a second straight month, adding signs that the economy is losing momentum. The Office for National Statistics said Thursday the volume of goods sold in stores and online decreased 0.5%, following a 0.1% drop in April. Sales excluding auto fuel fell 0.3%. These figures may raise concern that consumers are starting to reduce their expenses. Sales rose just 2.3% when compared with May 2018, a month that saw unusually warm weather and the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The value of sales increased 2.7%, the least since June 2016, but department stores posted a 2.4% decline, the most since early 2009 when Britain was in the grip of the financial crisis. Oil rises on Iran's activity, Fed signals rate cut. Oil rose after Iran said it shot down a U.S. spy drone in its airspace, hitting Middle East tensions after the attack on two tankers last week. Meantime, a more dovish Federal Reserve waited on the dollar. American currency fell after the Fed said it was ready to lower interest rates for the first time since 2008. A weaker U.S. dollar makes oil more attractive to investors. Prices rose earlier after U.S. government data showed crude inventories declined by 3.1 million barrels last week, more than analysts had estimated. West Texas Intermediate crude oil futures for July delivery climbed as much as $1.77 to $55.53 a barrel on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Brent for August settlement rose $1.71 to $63.53 a barrel on London's ICE Futures Europe Exchange. FBI inspects Deutsche Bank for money laundering. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation is examining whether Deutsche Bank complied with laws meant to stop money laundering, said source on Thursday. The New York Times U.S. newspaper reported last month that bank employees in its U.S. compliance division had flagged suspicious financial transactions to their superior, who then opted not to escalate them to government authorities. The transactions were notable because they were linked to companies controlled by U.S. President Donald Trump and his son-in-law and advisor Jared Kushner, according to the report. A Deutsche Bank spokesperson declined to comment on the Times report but said, "We remain committed to cooperating with authorized investigations." Stocks continue its rise as gold climbs. Stocks in Europe and Asia climbed and futures show the S&P 500 index poised to test an all-time high. Treasuries continued its losses and the dollar slumped as the Federal Reserve's dovish shift reverberated through markets. Equities and futures are pointing to a big jump at the New York Open after the U.S. benchmark closed 0.8% above record on Wednesday. The Stoxx Europe 600 index surged 0.7%, boosted by gains in technology shares and car makers. The MSCI Asia Pacific index climbed 1.2%, the highest in more than 6 weeks. Gold rose to the highest in more than 5 years, trading 1.5% higher at $1,380.60 an ounce.